Gets me through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.
Yep, welcome to the podcast. What a good spot for you just to unwind and really, when I say unwind, I mean vent. What the Fork was a ripper today.
So these are the simple little things in life that you just do not understand. You hijacked it today because you had an encounter with a woman at a cafe you should have done something about, but you didn't because you're an absolute, I was going to say a word then that I can't. Even on the podcast.
Tiny little balls.
Yeah, tiny.
Like little raisins.
Tiny little ones. They don't function.
Don't do anything. I'm trying to enjoy my breakfast at a cafe and this starts blaring through. Lady in the corner, just on hold on loudspeaker, and I was getting so angry.
And didn't you show her who's boss? No, you didn't.
I tell you what I did. I marched out of there and I called my wife. And she was like, why didn't you do something? Well, I was too angry.
What the fork?
What the fork?
What the fork was happening?
Okay, what the fork? This segment is born out of the fact that there are no forks in any kitchen workplace ever. Yeah. And so then we've just thought, what the fork about everything else in life?
Yeah.
You know, we have various editions of this. We've had the supermarket edition of What the Fork.
Sure, they might be first world problems.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
You need to vent about the small things every now and then.
We're going to nut them out together.
Yeah, okay. So I do believe that this week I need to hand the floor over to you for your What the Fork.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you very much. Thank you for passing the baton.
I'm passing the fork.
The fork. Thank you for passing the fork.
There you go.
Gosh, it needs a wash. Can we talk about mobile phone Icks?
Oh, yes.
People and some of their ridiculous habits on their mobile phone. So I went to a beautiful little cafe, had a bit of me time a few weeks ago in Brighton, I think it was. Got myself some eggs on toast.
Yeah.
And there was a lady over in the corner with her mobile phone.
Okay.
On loudspeaker. And you know what happens when you're waiting for a company or whatever it is? The hold music, it was just awful whilst I'm trying to enjoy my breakfast. And this is what I can hear. And in every sort of 30 seconds, your call is important to us.
Yeah.
You will be with the next available operator shortly. Oh, my gosh.
Okay. I respect that this is your What the Fork. I respect it. But if you had any kahunas whatsoever, you would have gone over to her and said, excuse me, I don't want to hear you on hold music. Do you mind turning that down?
I don't have the kahunas to do that. If I had any sort of testicular fortitude, maybe I would have requested this sort of hold music. You go to stock standard hold music. Oh, that's it. That's nice, isn't it? No, I don't have the balls to stand up in any of those situations. Yesterday, I got overcharged $5 for a sandwich and I just paid for it.
Yeah, of course you did. Yeah. And you would have said, do you know what? You keep that $5 and put it in the tip jar, please.
Yeah.
And do you want another $5?
Yeah. Sure, why not?
Because this sandwich is worth 20. So I'll throw in another $5.
I'm a sucker.
That's how you roll. I have a real bugbear about people who put their phones on speaker.
Yeah.
Or kids that watch their iPads in public spaces without headphones.
Oh.
What?
Okay, but you know how tricky it is.
Your kids do it, do they?
No, they don't.
That's the look on your face right now.
They don't religiously do it as a preference, but when it gets to the stage where it's that or one of our kids chucking the most almighty tantrum of all time.
Well, that's your problem. I don't need Peppa Pig on a plane to be my problem.
Well, on a plane, that's a different story.
No, it's not a different story. In any public space, kids with their iPads on loudspeaker is not okay.
Remember we spoke about that Brazilian theatre?
Oh, yes.
Where the kid was on their tablet and it caused like an Orlean brawl.
During the Barbie movie. There's a guy who will go on the elliptical machine religiously at my gym and he will go along and he'll watch his Netflix shows on loudspeaker.
That's ridiculous.
Without headphones.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, what?
That guy.
All those people that chat to their friends on loudspeaker in public spaces. I don't want to hear your conversation. Are you joking?
A-grade nincompoop.
Yes.
Mobile phone Icks.
Oh, yeah.
Have you got some for What the Fork this week? 13/24/10. People just don't get it.
No.
And also, when you're driving and you're like, oh, I don't want to get caught, so people put it on loudspeaker, but they put the phone up to their mouth. What the hell's the point of that?
That's still illegal, you guys.
Oh, it's still very much illegal.
My husband always says to me, because I'll have my earbuds in, but I'll still like hold the phone up to my mouth. He's
Yeah.
like, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it
Are there
doesn't
speakers in your earphone? I don't understand. Are they?
Drives you insane.
Are they or not?
I don't think so.
You don't need to hold the phone up to your mouth when you've got your earbuds in, do you?
No, it won't make a difference.
Abby in the newsroom?
No, people like that have a special place reserved in hell.
Exactly right. Do you know what? Let's kick it off straight away. Good morning, Sam.
Morning.
Hi, Sam. What's your mobile phone
I
ick?
work at a radiology company, and in the reception area, we get people on loudspeakers having full conversations.
Like, what the hell? Particularly in the medical field, when you're probably in there doing serious radiology business, probably delivering some very ordinary news, and you got people on loudspeaker in the waiting room.
Yeah, it's horrible. We have had to tell people to turn it off or go outside. We've got signs up, but people just ignore it.
Wow. There you go. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's kind of the ultimate in self-importance, isn't it?
Isn't it?
That my conversation is more important than anything that's going on around me.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
All right, should we take more calls on this next?
I think we should.
Yes, mobile phone Icks is part of What the Fork. Of course, anyone who gets on air with us automatically goes in the draw for our winter weekend escape, which we'll announce on Friday.
Also, a special shout-out to the woman who ruined Hazy's breakfast. Sarah from Mount Barker, what's yours?
Hi, my mobile phone ick is when someone's placing their coffee order and they don't have the courtesy to get off their phone for the 40 seconds it takes to place their order.
Yes.
True.
Yes, Sarah.
It's either, hey, can you hold on a second, and you put your phone down, or you go, I'll call you back. One or the other.
So if I'm on the phone and the order's ready,
Yeah.
and I'll put the phone down
Yeah.
and almost put it in the pocket and say, thank you very much.
Yes.
And then return the phone call. It's
Absolutely.
I feel like it's the height of arrogance.
Absolutely. Sarah, you're in the running for the winter weekend escapes. Well done. Teresa from Angle Valley, your mobile phone ick.
My mobile phone ick is when you're being served at the supermarket and you can't be bothered to pay attention to the person that's serving you. It is so rude, and I can't help myself, but I say it under my breath when I'm standing behind them. Get off your phone.
Yeah. So you go off the front, you're like, get off your phone, dickhead.
Disgusting.
Sorry, what'd you say? I said, have a nice day.
See, Teresa's got more kahunas than that
Yeah, I
whole
know.
cafe put together. Well done, Teresa. You're in the running as well. Ruth.
Morning.
Morning. Your mobile phone ick, Ruth.
I cannot handle people walking around the supermarket on loudspeaker talking about their problems. I don't give a crap. Shut the fork up.
Yes, sorry. That's perfect.
Oh, Ruth, on that note, we might wrap this
and
up
you're
this
like,
morning.
I'll tell you what my problem is. You're talking about your problems. My problem's you.
You.
On your phone.
You, exactly.
All right, let's go to Chantel. Good morning, Chantel.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your mobile phone ick, Chantel.
My mobile phone ick. Sorry, guys, I've lost my voice as well.
You're right.
My mobile ick is when I'm laying there with my boyfriend and we're both watching some videos.
Yeah.
But my volume is at a decent level and his is just in my ear, going as loud as it could possibly go.
Yeah, Chantel, I don't know why we do that, but we collectively do.
Are you deaf?
Oh, is that a male thing?
Yeah, that's an absolute male thing. My wife, Cara, has the same complaint to me.
Chantel just said, are you deaf? And you completely ignored her.
Sorry?
Oh, dear. One more. Let's wrap this up with Mark. Good morning, Mark. What's your mobile phone ick?
Good morning. Yeah, I hate it when you're walking around in public and people just have their heads in their phones and paying no attention whatsoever to where they're walking.
Oh, okay.
And they just get in everyone's way.
Mark, can I take that a step further? What about when you're sitting at the lights and you're waiting to turn left and the people are walking on the green, but then it goes red, so technically hurry up and get off the road, and they're just moseying across the road. And then you've got eight cars behind you that are also being held up, and people are absolutely oblivious.
Yeah.
Yep, no situational awareness at all.
Oh, so true, Mark.
Situational awareness, key. I confess something. I went for a bit of a jog a couple of days ago.
Of course you did.
And I got my phone out and I was sending a text.
Yeah.
And I was this close to bumping into someone.
Yeah.
And it was a bloke coming the other way and he knew exactly. It might have been Mark, actually.
Yes.
He was like, look at this absolute knob on his phone. I'm going to hip and shoulder him if he doesn't see me.
Yeah, right.
And I jumped out of the way just in time.
Oh, that was so lucky, wasn't it?
So I'm that person.
You don't have any situational awareness.
Oh, what the fork? Absolute forkhead.
For great deals and cheeky getaways, whatif.com has just the place.
A winter hideaway's great, but bring on spring.
Jump on the What If app to book hotels, apartments, holiday rentals, and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen is huge. I just got valuable info. This is
Jodies Juice.
There she is after her tongue reconstruction after yesterday's absolute circus.
I spent the whole afternoon in Calvary just getting my mouth reconstructed.
Yeah, you had to have a taste bud graft.
I know, it was odd. Where did they take my taste buds from to put them? You know how they graft stuff from other parts of your body. Anyway, Australia could soon be getting its first Disneyland, with a prominent figure throwing her support behind the construction of a CBD theme park. So Melbourne Lord Mayor Sally Capp threw her support behind the idea of a Down Under Disney. She said, as Australia's capital city of fun, of course we should have a Disney theme park in Melbourne. We've even got the perfect spot for it at Fisherman's Bend, south of Yarra River in Port Melbourne.
Okay, Com Games, no thanks. We'll take Disney.
I know. Well, it was the Com Games was about $7-8 billion. That's what it would cost. To
Not
build
fun enough?
No. That's what it would cost to build a Disneyland, surely.
Yeah.
I was thinking, could we make a bid for it? Could South Australia have a Disneyland here? Where would we put it, though?
Well, I mean, you need a nice big bit of space that's reasonably central.
Yes.
We're talking the old Le Cornu site, which is just begging to be used.
There was talk about this last year.
Was there?
And it was going to be down in like Aldinga or something.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But Disneyland is the best place in the world. I cried like 4 times while I was there.
Did you? It's
Cinderella in the carriage and the prince stopped in front of me and they kissed and I was like, oh my God. I was like 27 at the time.
Jesus Christ, who are you?
I know.
What have you done with Abby?
I know. Everyone was like, is Abby okay? Is Abby okay? Is Abby all right? She's crying. Why is she crying?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I got to fix these leaky eyes and never do it again.
Yeah.
Goodness me. I mean, who would have thought that you'd fall for a fairy tale?
I know. And I saw Mary Poppins was the first character I saw as I walked in. Cried when I saw her too.
Wow. How does Mary Poppins make you cry?
I'm such a loser. I don't know because, yeah.
Wow.
It was it was amazing to be there. Anyway, moral to the story is Aldinga
You're a
Beach,
loser.
possibly. Aldinga Beach was going to be, I think it was Aldinga, whether it was going to be built here.
Aldinga, pop it next to Maslin's Beach as well.
Yeah.
That'll wake up the tourists.
That'll get the kids' eyes open. Oh, there's Mickey.
Oh, you keep your eyes firmly locked on Mickey Mouse, thanks.
Juice.
David Beckham has joined forces with Hollywood star Austin Butler to help drivers on the road in Canada. What about this story? The duo, along with his 18-year-old son Cruz and some friends, impressed locals when they helped clear a large tree that had fallen onto the road in Ontario. Posh Spice, of course, was on hand to take a video for the gram.
Classic.
Okay, so they're lifting.
Hurry up! Yeah! Hurry up!
So the cars can go through.
Slow as just a little higher. Wait, the jeep's
Excellent.
coming.
Nice work, boys.
This is taller.
You're right, David.
You're right, David.
You're right. Lift it up and get in the truck. Don't speak, David, because it reduces your sexiness.
Oh no, David! I was to imagine if I was to ever hook up with David Beckham, I would just be like,
Shh. He goes to whisper in your ear, shut your face, David.
David, there's no need for words. David,
Juice.
In unrelated news, there's women everywhere across the globe that are pushing over trees in their front yard just to have Elvis and Bex come round and help.
Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? Beautiful.
What about Aussie comedian Kitty Flanagan is suddenly winning new fans overseas, and it's all thanks to Netflix. So her Logie-winning ABC comedy series Fisk was last week added to Netflix here in Australia and internationally, exposing a whole new audience to the acclaimed show, and the reaction online has been magnificent. Have you seen the show?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Do we have a little bit of it?
Yeah.
What's your FOC, Helen?
My what, sorry?
FOC, fitness of choice. What's your fitness of choice?
I walk my dog every day, so.
And for fitness?
When I'm walking my dog, sometimes if I remember, I clench my bum. So, yeah, clench walking is my FOC, yeah.
Kitty Flanagan's brilliant.
Isn't she so good?
Very, very funny.
And she's so nice as well. She's like completely grounded and so lovely.
Yeah.
Clench walking. Do you want to try that today?
I'm clenching right now. I was clenching yesterday while you were doing this segment with a mouthful of sour balls.
Yeah, right.
It's like, oh my gosh, where's this going to go?
Hayesy clenches while he's topless around
running around the torrents. Yeah. If you see him today, just yell out, "How's your clench, mate?"
Yeah. What are you talking about? That's me, clenching.
Oh, anyway.
Juice.
Kanye West made a surprise appearance in Rome as he joined fellow US rapper Travis Scott on stage. Travis Scott, of course, from Blink-182. In his first public performance since he caused controversy with a series of anti-Semitic online posts. So very Kanye, isn't it?
Classic Kanye.
Yeah. The rapper, who obviously changed his name to Ye was introduced to the stage by Scott at his Utopia concert.
I think you find he's changed his name to Ye. Not Yee. Strange. His name is Kanye. He shortened it to Ye and he calls himself Yee. And also, did you say Travis Scott from Blink 182?
Wasn't he?
Travis Scott?
Who's Travis Scott?
Are you serious? Did you mix up Travis Scott and Travis Barker?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Who's Travis Scott when he's at home then?
Travis Scott, I don't think you could find two different artists. One's like a genuine almost gangster rapper and the other one's like a genuine punk rocker.
Okay.
Anyway.
Don't you shake your head at me, producer Zoe. Don't you? How very dare you?
We're supposed to be the home of fresh hits.
Okay.
And you can't even tell the difference between Travis Scott and Travis Barker.
I've never seen producer Zoe put her hand in her head,
I know.
put her head in her hands, and you've caused the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I invite producer Zoe, if she's so good at this stuff, to come and stand here and you come and do the show tomorrow. Go on then.
Hey, Zoe, let's just make it up as well, okay? Here's the audio of Kanye West and Travis Barker. That's interaction between Kanye West and Travis Head right there.
Yeah. Do you know what's so funny about that? I was just about to say, there's Travis Head with Kanye West. We think too far alike. Oh, God.
Jodes, are you aware of what shrinkflation is?
Not overly.
Yeah, and don't veer me down a dangerous path. It's not that, okay? It might be, actually.
Because if it was that, you'd be a hell of a victim, wouldn't you?
Oh, my gosh. I'm not the victim here. That's a side story. Shrinkflation is determined when the price of a product remains the same, but the amount of product you receive goes down.
Okay.
Are you noticing that?
Yeah, it's everywhere, isn't it?
Over like sort of last year and a half.
Yeah.
Did you look at some of these products? I'm looking at it going, am I getting that big that these delicious products that I enjoy are going down without me even noticing? The latest victim, the Monte Carlo.
Oh!
The beautiful Monte Carlo. Who would have thought?
What's happened? Has the biscuit shrunk?
Oh, everything's shrunk. Consumers have taken to social media in recent months to complain that the raspberry jam-coated layer of cream inside the iconic Australian biscuit has halved in size.
I get that people are upset. I understand that. Because your jam cream filling should go to the brink of the biscuit. I understand it. But if you are the sort of person that has time in your life to sit down and pen a letter to Arnott's and complain about the lack of strawberry cream filling in your biscuit, then you need to find a hobby and real fast.
How dare you have a crack at my mother? How very dare you? It should go right to the edge, though.
It should.
Oh, and what if that's your only sort of fun, nice, real me time during your day? When you sit down with a Monte Carlo.
Yeah, I honestly get that because my favourite time of the day, what I look forward to the most, is after dinner when I have a cup of tea and I have sugar-free chocolate chip cookies. And my God, if my children touch them, if they go in the vicinity of that jar, I lose my damn mind.
Well, imagine if it was pretty much halved in size, your little sugar-free chocolate chip cookies, which sound awful, by the way.
I'd sit along by Mrs. Hayes and I would pen a letter.
Oh, you guys would go right
to
off.
the sugar-free chip company and go, what the hell's happened to the size of my biscuit?
Yeah, the sugar-free confectionery company, a riveting Christmas party they'd have as well. Weet-Bix have dropped in weight from 1.5 kilos to 1.2 kilos before they went down again to 1.12 kilos. You pay the same price.
Oh, what?
It's happened to Cadbury Dairy Milk as well. 250 gram dropped to 180. Mars bars have dropped from 53 grams to 47. And this is the one that got me. Was 160 grams.
Yeah.
It's gone down to 134 grams. I've just slightly tweaked the size of the chip. And he lost his big moustache, I think. He had a facial makeover. Mr. Pringle's losing his damn mind.
And they didn't have a lot of wriggle room, I don't think, Pringles, because I remember, like, we always get them on the plane because the lady comes down with the trolley and the kids always want Pringles. And they'd lose half their little hand before they even touched a chip. Yeah. It was halfway down the bloody tin, ridiculous. Isn't it?
Unbelievable stuff. It's starting to merge over to humans as well.
What do you mean?
Shrinkflation.
Yeah.
It's affecting everybody. I mean, look at the Corns brothers, for example. I mean, compare Kane Corns when he was playing to now. Shrinkflation's got him. Chad's still the same, though. He's still an absolute beast.
Stop running, Kate.
Shrinkflation hasn't got Chad yet.
Kate, stop running. Well, Hayesy, just 1 week to go until the ultimate game of deception returns to our screens on the beautiful 10 network. It is The Traitors, Sunday, 13th of August, 7:30 on 10 and 10 Play. And joining us in the studio is such a treat. It's the delicious Roger Corser.
Wow.
Good morning.
Delicious on the sexiest network. There you go.
Yes, so true.
Yes.
Welcome back to Adelaide.
Thank you.
I know you're on The Traitors. However, we need to talk about McLeod's Daughters, which
Of course.
was how long ago?
Oh, it was like yesterday, 20 years. Oh,
20 years ago.
Yes, I was in primary school.
And your character, talk us through that.
They used to nickname me the Wranglers, who did all the horses and everything. I'd come into town and go, oh, it's Peter the Prick from Queensland. Because he was a bit of a cad. He had a relationship with Claire, the lead, and got her pregnant, and then forgot to tell her that he was married previously, and
hate it when that
he was
happens.
a cad. He was a cad. Good to hate.
So, Roger, all these roles where you play a genuine pants man, including a doctor.
Yeah.
It must be such foreign territory for you.
Yes,
but you make it look so natural.
Wow. Where to tread here? I suppose it's part of drama, isn't it? I mean, love interests and all that kind of stuff is dramatic, especially in comedy drama. Eventually you have to get your drawers off, so to speak.
Your drawers? So far you've used the word cad and drawers.
I am from the 1920s.
But the reality is your family life is very different, and it sort of mirrors mine. You've got 4 kids.
Four kids, yeah. My eldest, she just turned 21. Her 21st is on the weekend, so I have to write a speech at some stage.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Hey, do you want me to help you with that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Dad's a cad.
Dad's a cad. Don't do what Dad did.
The other thing we've learned about you is you're a big fan of these guys.
And do you know what we've always said, Rod? You're only as good as your last game.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, how good is it to beat Collingwood? I mean, I don't care where we are on the ladder. To beat Collingwood, happy days. We're a happy team.
What sort of supporter are you if you're sitting at home in your lounge room watching it?
Oh, no, I can yell the tally. I can make... My wife leaves the room and goes, I can't listen to this, pretty much. I can get pretty frustrated, which this season I have been a little bit frustrated. But, we are building towards something. And, I mean, a game like that gives a lot of hope. You go, I knew he was right, Sammy. For getting rid of all those experienced, premiership players. Yeah, and I was with him the whole way, So
who's causing you the most frustration?
Ooh.
Is it Sicily?
Oh, but he's been a gun the last...
He's a star.
He's just stat man. But games like that make you, they get you sucked in to buy another membership next year.
Yeah.
That's about right now. It's a spin for next year.
Yeah.
Look what we can do.
The Traitors, going great guns.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Going well in the UK, apparently.
Yeah, going gangbusters. Yeah. We got really well reviewed over there. So we shot ours first. It's originally a Dutch format, and then the whole world kind of bought the format. But then our version's gone to the BBC and on Peacock over there, and they're all saying our version's the best one in the English-speaking world.
Wow.
Because our gameplay was pretty intense last year, the ending, which you can still catch up and watch if you want to. So it's a fun... What I really like about the hosting, because I'm usually an actor, is I get to play sort of a bit of a theatrical kind of... That's why I use the word cad and all these sorts of things. I'm sort of Lord of the Manor, this 1930s Art Deco hotel, and the reality contestants. So some reality shows are a bit serious, and I like to sort of take the mickey out of the contestants a little bit, and we have a great old time, and players get murdered in our game by other contestants, the traitors, who are sort of working against everyone, and so the game moves really quickly because we get to sort of vote out players, and players get murdered, and then we just lose players left, right and centre all the time, and no one knows who's telling the truth, and so there's a lot of deceit and betrayal, and so we played in that kind of... The tone is very kind of Cluedo, Knives Out, and and I have a fabulous wardrobe budget.
Do you?
I look sharp.
At Channel 10, can I have some of that? Peel back the curtain for a second. Where's it shot, and how much do you actually have to do with the contestants, or do you just kind of come in on set and do your bit?
I just swan in and just say a few words and nick off. No, it's near Bowral, if you know the Highlands, it's sort of in around New South Wales. And so it's old Art Deco hotel, which is a working hotel. So everyone gets locked in these their rooms for like 3 weeks, and we had to let them out to film them. So they go, it's pretty intense for them. The game is they don't know who's lying or who's telling the truth. And this year we added a little extra special layer of bringing some sort of semi-famous sort of celebrity reality TV people who've done a bunch of these shows before, and they know how to bring this sort of game straight off off the cuff. So
Yeah.
they're in straight away.
Are you talking about your show, or are you talking about the media industry in general?
We're a reflection of it.
yeah.
That's what it feels like.
I mean, if anyone can turn on each other, it's people in the media. Wow. Well, Roger, thank you so much for coming in this morning. It does premiere Sunday, 7:30 on 10. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Go Hawks.
Yeah.
Handbal Bitz. Handbal Bitz.
Big grand final.
Just a couple of the most talented brothers you will ever see in your life going head-to-head in handball. You wait till you see these guys in action. They are unreal.
Michael and Lincoln.
Yep.
Press conference incoming as well.
Yes.
Oh, you think about some of the controversial press conferences that maybe you see over in America with some of the athletes over there.
Like some of the UFC ones where they just trash talk each other.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
I mean, you wait till eventually we play this press conference. It's just like a giant beep. Beep, 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 beep.
It's actually
the boys
not.
just going off their heads.
No, it's not. They're so sweet. And
Even
they're so...
Conor McGregor was blushing.
No, they are so lovely and they were so nice to each other. We're like, who's going to win? They're like, oh, I hope my brother does. Oh, I hope my brother does.
Like, what's going on here? They're going to combine the cash, split it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to make sense, wouldn't it?
Well, they're going to get the winners and the runners-up cash will all go to the same family. They can't lose these kids.
Jeez, it's going to be fun as well. We're doing it before the Port v GWS game. It's going to be absolutely epic, right in the guts of Adelaide Oval as well. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought
Who saw that coming?
Yeah. There's going to be like a stage. Everyone will see. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Big thanks as well to our good mates at McGain Real Estate. Massive supporters of local, making difference all over SA. Selling your home, trust McGain. And the trophy.
The trophy that's on the line is just as tall as me. It is absolutely incredible.
Also, Jodies Juice coming up. You got a little bit of gossip, RE, Disney related.
Could there be a chance that there could be a Disneyland right here in Australia?
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine Jodie Oddie as well doing Jodies Juice without a bunch of sour balls in her mouth as well?
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
How's your mouth?
Well, I've only just retained my taste buds. They're functioning again today. And also, I seem to be missing a whole layer of skin in the top of my mouth. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed Jodies Juice yesterday. I hope that was entertaining for you all.
Yes, Jodies Juice, the redemption episode coming up next.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on Miss Daisy.
Welcome to Wednesday, officially the part of the week where we go, righto, this can go in two directions. We keep on ploughing through and we attack the weekend, or we sit there and we let it drag.
Yeah.
Do the first option, I reckon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing can be achieved by sitting in the corner in the fetal position just because it's Wednesday and not the weekend.
Oh my God. Unless you do something really bad on a Saturday night, you just cradle back and forth on Sunday in the corner of your room.
Yeah, if that's the case,
helps.
give yourself a few days. That's okay.
The 9th of August, let's go back to 1938 when Jodie Oddie's, I'm just kidding, every single time. Hello. I think Jodie's mic's busted. Can we have that fixed? Oh, no, there it is. Rocket Rod Laver, was born in Rockhampton, Queensland. Today is his 85th birthday.
Rod Laver has won it. He's the slammer, the grand slammer, and Jack Kramer next to me is Claudia.
Get on your Rocket.
Happy birthday, Rocket.
Can only assume his nickname is Rocket because his first name's Rod.
But also, can you imagine the absolute legacy of having a whole stadium named after you?
It's pretty good.
Oh, and even when you pass on, which, you know, let's hope Rod's with us
It's
for a bit.
got age. It's got
bit
age.
longer.
Just big bad Rocket.
But even when he goes, it will always be Rod Laver Arena.
I'm assuming he gets free tickets. And his entire family get free tickets?
Oh, mate, all of Rockhampton gets free tickets.
I always wonder, does Graham Corns hang out on the Graham Corns deck? And if so, and he's entitled to free drinks, what a waste, given he's the biggest totalitarian of all time.
What's a totalitarian? Do you mean a teetotaler?
Oh, my gosh. That's what I meant. A teetotaler. What's a totalitarian? Anyway, I think what I'm trying to say is that Graham doesn't drink grog.
No, yes.
Just dumb it down for myself.
But apparently you do.
1962, Robert Zimmerman legally changed his name to Bob Dylan, and then he started singing like this. And then I was like, listen to him play the harmonica. He's just blowing in and out.
Bob Dylan farts, it's art.
Yeah. I've heard him like, oh man, that was beautiful. This excerpt from Dewey Cox, Walk Hard, where he's taking the mickey out of Bob Dylan, is the best thing that I've ever heard that describes Bob Dylan.
Some people are saying that your new music sounds a lot like Bob Dylan. Well, maybe Bob Dylan sounds a lot like me. You know, how come nobody ever asked Bob Dylan why you sound so much like Dewey Cox?
Mailboxes drip like lampposts in the twisted birth canal of the Coliseum.
1981, the first mobile phone call in Australia was made on Australia's first public mobile network, and went something along the lines of, "Hello, can you hear me? You're breaking up. You're sort of coming in and out. Hello?"
As you flip it.
Yeah.
The old flip phone.
Yeah.
Good were they?
No, it was as big as a horse.
The Samsung Razor.
I think the mobile phones back there was literally like a Shetland pony, bringing it up to your ear. Hello? You're cutting in and out.
That's like the early mobile phone equivalent of your Frank Green, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Number one song in August 9 in 1998 is This Is How We Party by SOAP.
What did they go on to do? Lather up?
Yeah, I don't want to say that they're a one-hit wonder, but, I mean, surprise us. Name some other hits from them.
This is how we party.
Oh, it's been a really big show. We've had a lot of fun. We've done it all thanks to What If. What If it's Aussie for Travel.
Yeah.
A big show coming up tomorrow as well.
We're going to catch up with the Inspired Unemployed, who are a group of lads basically during COVID who went, let's make a few funny videos, and they've gone absolutely gangbusters.
Huge.
Next minute, they're doing ads with Shaq.
Yes, they're doing ads with Shaq. They've got their own beer. These guys are just, and look, if you don't follow them yet on Instagram, do yourself a favour because they're very, very funny. We're going to chat to them. We've got a new show coming out.
We're going to reveal our songs for Battle of the Bangers. I've just run mine past the boss, and he went, slow verse, good chorus.
Slow verse.
So yeah, you go. He goes, people will probably drive off the road of boredom before they get to the chorus, but that's okay. I'm still going to go with it because I'm stubborn like that.
Okay, well, it feels like a bit of a sign of disrespect to the listeners, but that's okay. You do you. You do you. It's all right.
Shots
I
fired.
think about what the people want.
Do you?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's already started. It's Wednesday. All right. Enjoy your day.
Have a good day. Sun's shining. I think it's supposed to showers develop, but that's okay. Just
All right.
enjoy it while it's happening.
Yeah, go for it. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Jodie and Hayesy on Adelaide's Nova 919.